Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Echo Shadow and today we are using Sneasler. That is right, it is back in Reg I. And this is no longer Reg I, we are using it with Electric Seed in partner with a Soulfest Maridon with Parabolic Charge along with Ho-Oh to support the team, but also it's leftovers to take advantage of these coaching boosts we are going to be getting from a Sneasler. Then we've got Sinistra and Ursula for a Trigger mode, and Grimmsnarl to overall make this team really a lot more bulkier. Overall, really excited to use the Sneasler team, and let's hop right into it. Okay, so right off the bat, I see aggressive size spam with a Zacian. So this is actually a good one for the. I'm going to lead. Grimmsnarl would be good to bring into this matchup. I think I'm just going to lead these two, get my boost. I'll bring these two in the back. Ho is going to be really good for that. Rillaboom, Zacian, Terra Dark's going to help me deal with this DD and Calyrex, so I think overall this is pretty good, and I think I can get a lot of value out of Terra Dark Throat Chop, especially if they are not expecting it. So I definitely think that's value I can get here, especially if they're not Sash and they don't expect it. That's just going to be free KO. So see what leads are is going to be that Calyrex Shadow and DD. We will see if they are worried about Terra Dark. If they do go for, say, like that, if they follow me, then maybe they're expecting it, then they will know. But I do think I burned Terra Dark on Sneasler, get rid of my 4 times weakness to Psychic. I will lose my Electric Terrain, but more importantly, I just want to get the Seed activated onto my Sneasler. Boost defense doesn't really matter looking at their lead, but just speed boost and Terra Dark Throat Chop. Get special defense boost, really I don't mind that with Sneasler being my main attack here. So we'll go for that Throat Chop, and then I'm just going to Volt Switch out. See, Terra from our side, we are fast, so we will Terra first, so we don't know if they've Terra'd yet. But I'm expecting either them to Terra or follow me, one of the two. They will not Terra, they actually just Helping Hand, so that makes me feel they're Sash. If they're not Sash, they're just dropping here. Yes, they are Sash. But okay, crit, doesn't matter. But Volt Switch should just pick up a KO, and that's one restricted down. We should live this with a Soulfest. They go for Expanding Force. No damage onto Sneasler. We do take a lot. But we can now get screens up as well. So I think this puts us in a really good spot. We can now, say, get hit by like a Play Rough, Sacred Sword from Zacian, but I feel like I don't really mind that. I can come into the Flex, I can Parting Shot out, get rid of that boost. I can Coaching at this point. I feel like Sneasler just put us in a really good spot there. Just being able to remove that Calyrex, really good. They were not expecting it. Here, I think I'm going to Protect, Deflect, and then I'm going to Parting Shot out next turn into Ho-Oh. Is my thought. We'll see if they go for something else, but right now I feel like this is my best play. They do Follow Me, which does make it a bit hard to target down. Actually, I can't Parting Shot next turn, so we'll just Reflect, and then we can manually switch. We can go for a Spirit Break. We'll kind of see what they want to do here. They're going to Terra. We'll see what that is. It's going to be out to the Zacian, so as you can see, is Water. So that doesn't change much. It does mean Ho is a bit of a problem, a bit hard to switch into, especially if we see a Terra Blast. If they're Terra Water, Terra Blast, that's not good for us here at all. Venomouse Blade, okay, that's perfectly fine. And they also have Dazzling Gleam, okay. There's a lot there, but I think that's overall fine. I need to go for just a Terra Dark Throat Chop to keep my defenses up, so I can hopefully live one. And then I could go for a Coaching actually instead here. In fact, I think I'm going to go for that. I'm going to switch in Ho-Oh and just click coaching. Get a speed boost, well, get a defense boost and just put us in a bit better position. Bit hard for the Zacian to remove. Get the coaching off. We are +1 on and reflect, so I feel like we should live Venomous Blade. Question is, do we live the Dazzling Gleam? If we live Dazzling Gleam, we can get another coaching, which would be huge. We do. Okay. And that's just perfect. We can go for a coaching if we feel it, or we can just attack. Either way, we're doing good damage. In fact, I kind of want a coaching Tailwind. And then we can threaten Zacian with an Electro Drift instead. Because at +2, that Terror Blast is a lot less worrisome. And that's my main thought, is I don't want Ho to go down here. So getting a +2 would make a Terror Blast not KO us. Makes me feel a lot safer. And that is why. If they're Terror Water, most likely they're carrying Terror Blast, I'd feel. And see, that's the value of that second coaching, is we now take that a lot better. We get Tailwind up. We can threaten a lot more. If Dazzling Gleam takes out Sneasler, honestly, that'd be great. So now we get a free switch in Marina, and we're in a really good position. I could Parabolic Charge to recover some HP. That's definitely an option. Is it the best option here? I don't know, but we'll get terrain control as well. I think this puts us in a really good spot. We're at +2 on Ho-Oh. So bring in Maridon. And honestly, protect Parabolic Charge does not sound bad here, especially if there's like a chance Zacian protects. I mean, if Zacian switches out, I'm always fine with that. But I think I want to heal. So I'm just going to Parabolic Charge. Protect. Gives me some Leftovers recovery. Covers for Protect on Zacian. And we can just get some good damage across the board. Get some recovery. They aren't going to protect, so this is just going to get some damage for us and some recovery. I'll take that every time. Zacian doesn't go down, but again, it's just a lot of damage. And it makes us a lot harder to remove. And I think they probably target down Ho-Oh in this situation. That was correct. And now that puts us in a really good spot. I can just Brave Bird Zacian, Electro Drift and DD, and it puts him in a bit of a hard spot. Or I could just switch that. Switching that around makes it better. Dazzling Gleam does nothing. I think, yeah, Electro Drift, because then we ignore also the special defense boost that DD has as well. So we're going to Electro Drift. I want to check actually the speed order of these two. Okay, yeah, Ryan's faster, I'm not surprised. But I'm just going to Electro Drift and Sacred Fire, I think, here. I think in their position, the correct play is going to be Follow Me, but they don't go for it. Maybe they have Dazzling Gleam and Helping Hand. I feel like they have to have Follow Me. The only option would be like Imprison Trick Room. And he is pretty versatile, so maybe they don't. It feels weird to say that, but I feel like they should have gone for it by now. But we'll just get a free double KO, and at that point, these two are, with Tailwind, +2, both healthy. They just are not in a position to really come back here. And if we need to, we can also set up screens in the back. Like, they just don't have... I don't really think anything can beat these three at this point. Flarmane, that is pretty good, but it's not even Sash, so Electro Drift and... I mean, we could bring in Grimmsnarl to get Light Screen, but at this point, I don't think I'm going to Volt Switch. Because I feel like that's going to do enough, and then I can Sacred Fire. They're just going to forfeit, so GG's. That one especially showed what Sneasler can do, because it takes down Calyrex Sash to clean it up. With Maridon, really got to early value, got the coaching, so Ho isn't threatened by Terra Water or Terra Blast, and overall, Sneasler set up a lot of the mons there and removed their early threat, and was just able to take control of that game right away, but overall, that was really good. Let's head into game number 2. Okay, Dialga the Groudon. Have not seen this one. This is quite interesting. Off the start, I see Siceman. I see Trick Room. I see Sun. These modes feel very different. Ho-Oh is really good. Honestly, there's only one mon on their team that really wants. I'm going to lead Sneasler Ho-Oh with Ursaluna right on the back. We can rewrite their Psychic terrain with Miraidon. Ursaluna's going to be there for potentially Trick Room if they want to set that up. My only worry is, right now I don't really have many Spore immunities. My only one really being Sinistra. And I'm leaving behind most because I feel like the rest of the team really just... I don't feel like I have anything else that wants to take. Sinistra's not feel well positioned. So we're going to see Indeedee Dialga looking very Trick Room, which I think I'm fine with. I have an opportunity to go for a pretty free coaching here, or I could just close combat Dialga. That may be better. So I may just double Dialga. I'm going to close combat, Sacred Fire, really safe. Well, I wouldn't say safe, but like it's... I don't feel like they punish me much here. Most Indeedees are running a fairy move if it is Psychic. Unfortunate, but I feel a Protect Psychic isn't something you're going to see much. I could have read into that and gone for Throw Chop and say Sacred Fire into the Indeedee, but overall I don't feel like the Indeedee puts out as much threat of like a Trick Room. Terra could change things. We'll see what Terra they are. Okay, that correctly by them. Ghost. Okay, I wish I Throw Chopped. Not great, but it's overall fine. Close combat will go into that now Ghost type Dialga doing nothing. We'll get Sacred Fire, which missed. And they're Psychic. Okay, this is a really bad turn one. Okay, yeah, we definitely have to figure out something here. And they do set up Trick Room, so that was bad. There's no other way to put that one. That's rough. I'm going to switch an Ursaluna and just Protect. I have another option, and I'm just going to Sacred Fire Dialga to try and just get some damage and Protect. That was about the worst that turn one could have gone. Maybe I should have... Oh, okay. Helping Hand. I think that's fine. Protect. Stay safe. Let's see what Dialga goes for. Oh! He has Thunderbolts. Okay, I won't lie. Oh my goodness. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing, mate? Yeah, that's bad. That's quite bad. You do not have any excuses for that one. I'm switching Dialga because I don't have much to that. I'm just gonna Headlong Rush. Okay, that's bad. I won't lie to you. That's rough. We are a Sylvester, so we should take this pretty well. Helping Hand, we'll see what they go for. Does Headlong Rush KO? No, okay. But that's good damage, I'll take that. We'll see what they went for. Berry, okay. I think they're still in Earthquake range. Oh, okay. I think... Okay, that was into Ursaluna, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was into Ursaluna, so we'll get away with it that time. I can't really Earthquake, can I? Okay, I'm gonna Parabolic Charge, Terra Electric, and Facade, I guess, is my play. Because I won't take damage. They drop to another... yeah, I'm gonna go for this. This feels a bit crazy, but I think they want a Draco Miraidon here. Or they just withdraw. That also makes sense. It's Groudon. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's fine. They're probably really slow. I have a Ho-Oh switching now, though. So, it's fine. I'm not playing. We are -1 still on Ursaluna, which isn't great, but I don't hate it. That's not the right word for it, but like it's not the worst. There's that Follow Me finally, so we will just get a free Facade. Which will do. It just KOs. Parabolic Charge is not going to do anything. All ground types on the field. They know we're Parabolic Charge now, so we'll see. I think I switch back into Ho-Oh. Definitely. And then I Facade Groudon to get everything low on their side. Hatterene. They don't have Psychic Drain, which is the only positive I can think. So we're going to switch in Ho-Oh and Facade the Groudon. Just chip everything down a bit. Thing is, Groudon can't really deal damage to Ho-Oh. But I think I'd rather chip down that, because I think Hatterene's going to be a lot more, I don't want to say frail, but a lot easier to remove later. Again, I also have the problem, I don't think I can really I can't really protect, well, I can't really reposition Ursaluna to get rid of that defense drop from Headlong Rush, unfortunately. So I'm kind of stuck in this position. So, we'll see. I do think this Facade can be really good, though. And with Ho-Oh's special defense, we should take an Expanding Force like this pretty well, I'd assume. That's about as well as you can take that, so I will... That did a lot. That's just what I wanted. And there's the Heat Crash. That's perfect. That did more than I thought it would. You know what? How many turns of Trick Room left could greatly change how I play this game. So I need just to get out of Trick Room, and then I think I'm in a good spot. Okay, there. And that's just what I was waiting for. I now Brave Bird Groudon. Or I could... Now, I don't trust Sacred Fire anymore. I'm going to Brave Bird and Facade. And that should get us in a good spot. I've missed too many Sacred Fires this match to go for it. I don't trust it. 95 didn't feel like it. Felt more like a 0. So we'll play it safe. Not go for the Sacred Fire. Brave Bird's consistent. Groudon will protect. That is fine. I guess if you want Dialga in, makes sense. Brave Bird will go in the slot. But I do think Facade should just come back and clean up. Hatterene. I mean, there's a chance it lives. Oh, there's Sash. I see what they're... Oh. Okay. Few things have gone wrong. First off, I think I just Earthquake here. Ursaluna, I've just gotta hope you live a Expanding Force. Or I switch in... Okay, Ursaluna sweeps. We're at -1 special defense. Do we live? Ooh, yeah. I'm going to switch in Miraidon in hopes of sacrificing it. To get Ursaluna back in, under Trick Room, and just Earthquake their entire team. I think that's my win con at this point. So, I was not expecting that. My hope was really just to make sure we go down there. Yeah, that's not great. Now I don't feel comfortable switching Ursaluna in. Okay. That was probably the last thing I expected. Okay. A lot happened that turn. First off, we saw Healing Wish, which I ran once, not like this. So I can see what it is. This Groudon's gonna be really hard to remove, and now I have to double it. Just gonna Sacred Fire, Dragon Pulse, and hope one of these two gets enough damage onto it. It will not be Ho-Oh. This is a problem. We may need Precipice Blades to miss. Or Earthquake as well. They are not missing Precipice Blades. Do we live? We in fact don't. Okay. That crit may have mattered. We're back to another fork in the road. I think Earthquake Facade. Sun is gone. I'll take Heat Crash is better, I guess. I think my play, Earthquake, kill the Dialga, Facade ground on next turn. I think that's my win. Earthquake first, Earthquake has to kill Dialga. If done, kill Dialga, we lose. See? It does, and that puts ground on Facade range. We just need to live whatever ground goes for. And then KO it. I think there's 2 more turns. As long as for 2 more turns, Trick Room, we're good. How much does this do? Quite a bit. We won't live another. So we need there to be 2 turns of Trick Room. Is there a... Nope, there is not. Okay. So we have to hope they're not... We have to hope they're like a Soul Fest at this point. Okay. They didn't protect. They don't have it, or they didn't. So we win. If they have protect, they win. That... It was close. I was not expecting... I was not playing around the Healing Wish Hatterene. That almost burned me. But we scrape out the win. Sneasler did not get as much value at the start there going down, but Restricted Duo and Ursula was able to pull it out in the end, getting us the win. And now we get to see if this team can go 3-0. So really excited. It's ending in 3. Okay. I'm seeing... Yeah, I don't like this at all. First off, I'm bringing Miraidon on Lita. You know what? Miraidon Sneasler ain't bad here. So we're gonna go with that. Gonna bring Ho. Ho's not great, actually. Actually, yeah. I mean, Terra Electric is good, but I want to burn it somewhere else. So I'm actually gonna bring these 4 and try and take advantage of their Trick Room if they set it up. And we can set up Trick Room and Sinistcha. So we're leaving Ho-Oh behind. I don't think there's really any other option, unfortunately. I'm just looking for, like, Throat Chop into Gothitelle. That's a big one. I'm looking for close combat into, like, King Gambit, into Kyogre for big damage. I'm just looking to get some damage on these problem mons. This is pretty fine. Here, I'm just going to Electro Drift and Throat Chop the Gothitelle. I think, well, I'm going to Throat Chop, Gothitelle, Electro Drift, Kyogre. I think that's my best play here. If there's Scarf, it's fine. I could close combat into the Kyogre first, but I think this Gothitelle most likely has Psychic. Which is more important, actually. Actually, I don't feel that worried about Gothitelle. So I'm going to just double the Kyogre. I could Terra Dark to avoid Trick Room. No, I think I need it for Sinistcha. So unfortunately, I think one of us is just going to get faked out, and the other just has to deal damage to Kyogre. That's not what I want to see. That was the worry. They were scouting for a fake out. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I will take that all day. So now, I think I just Electro Drift Kyogre, and I'm going to Throat Chop the Gothitelle now. Or I could Parabolic Charge, but I think this is better. Because now we can just get a random Throat Chop KO on Gothitelle. Especially if they don't want Kyogre in. So this is perfectly fine. In comes Rillaboom. That's fine. I don't really need that much from it. And then I can switch in Sinistcha. Actually, I cannot switch in Sinistcha. I can Volt Switch, though. We'll get Throat Chop. That did less than I thought. And their Berry. Yeah, that's not great. I won't lie. That's not good at all. The Electro Drift. We'll see what they run for. Psychic and Sneasler, that's really disappointing, but that's even sadder. Earthquake is not going to be great. Oh, they Trick Room. Volt Switch is really good here. So what I'm going to do, Volt Switch the Gothitelle and just do damage to this Rillaboom. Volt Switch, I could Terra Dark, but I think I need somewhere else, and I'm just going to close combat. Terra Dark may have been good, but... Oh, they have Foul Play. Never mind, we're good. So if they don't have Psychic, this is perfect. They have high horsepower. We do live, thanks to that defense boost, and now we get to bring in Ursaluna with a burn. Honestly, I'm fine with that. That's perfect. I could Terra Ghost, which may be better. I won't lie. Good close combat. How much does it do? Quite a bit. Would that die to? Here's the plan. I'm gonna Facade the Gothitelle and Coaching. So I'm gonna. This is not what I want to, but I think Terra Ghost is here to lift the Grassy Glide, and then I can go for the Coaching. They may switch. If I can, Coaching will make me better into the Calyrex. I get more boost, and I mainly just want to get rid of this Gothitelle so I don't get foul played. Okay, in comes the Calyrex. This Terra Ghost makes it so I can't get hit by Glacial Lands, which is nice, and Coaching is going to help more. So if they protect, we just get a free Coaching boost. If they don't protect, we just get a KO. So either way, I'm perfectly fine for that as turn went. I didn't have to Terra Ghost, but it's safe. And honestly, I think this is better into my plan to Calyrex than relying on Sneasler at this point. They do protect. I'm perfectly fine with that. I do have to target it down before anything, but I now get a Coaching boost. So I have zero complaints. I can't switch Sneasler out, but again, I'm fine with this. I mean, they could switch in Kyogre, but I'm fine with that. We do take damage, but again, every one of these Coaching boosts is going to make us better in this Calyrex, so I'm going to Facade Gothitelle again, and just go for another Coaching. I mean, I could protect. Maybe that's the smart thing to do. We'll see what they go for. Maybe they reverse Trick Room. That's definitely an option, but then I'd like to have Sneasler in at that point. They just Glacial Lands. I should have protected, but, you know, greed does stuff. Now we can just Facade them. So, I'm perfectly fine with how that turn went out. I get to bring in Sinistcha, and I can switch out as well. Rain is gone. I don't think I mind that. I know Sinistcha's pretty fast. So I think we need Facade to kill. But Sinistcha seems pretty good here, because now I threaten them with a Machagacha, even if I don't have it. It puts some pressure on them. So here, I mean, I could just say I'm going to ignore this Calyrex and go for Facade and Kyogre, but I'm going to Facade Calyrex, Foul Play Kyogre. Fair play. I respect it. Oh, nope, just Double Protect. Are they? Oh, it's maybe the last turn trigger. Maybe I need to pay attention to more of that stuff. Maybe that make me a better player. Look at so we could try and reset Trick Room, but what I could do is just like Foul Play Kyogre. I don't have any other way to say this. I think that's just my best play. Just gonna protect. Could Trick Room, but I don't think I'll get the chance to do. Just gonna protect, Foul Play, get Chip, and then I have Electro Drift to threaten Kyogre. So that's my idea. Is it the best idea I've ever had? No, it's definitely not. But we're going to see Terra as well, so that's good to see. We'll get that out of the way. It's going to be the Calyrex. Makes sense. Water. I'm fine with that, because I have a Parabolic Charge Miraidon. That will love to eat all that up. I'm not Terra Ground anymore, so... Well, I'm not Ground, so maybe that's a bit more of a problem. They go for Origin Pulse. Maybe Calm Mind, then, if they're not Water Spouting. That still does ridiculous damage. Okay, it's crit. Fair. We'll get Foul Play. This should do a... That did less than I thought. We're in an interesting position. This Calyrex, I don't like how well positioned it is. Because I mean, I am kind of speed sandwiching them now with Mirana coming in. They're lefties. Calyrex is going to protect. I'm going to Electro Drift that Kyogre. They could just protect, but I think I'm going to Facade. Maybe Ursaluna actually could live. Who knows? It is going to be that Rillaboom in the back, so as long as I can KO these two, I'm in a fine position, but I think I have to focus down this Kyogre, so I'm going to Facade. Electro Drift. I don't think I have any other... Well, I could Electro Drift Calyrex instead, but this feels fine. They could protect Kyogre and Glacial Lance. That would be a problem, and would probably just win them the game. But they protect the Calyrex just like I thought, which means Kyogre did not. Which means a free Electro Drift, and this should do numbers. Does it KO? That's big. They're gonna fake out Miraidon now. I need to KO the Calyrex. I think I just Electro Drift Facade, double it, whichever. They're gonna fake out Miraidon here. There's no way around it. If they don't, I just KO Calyrex, and then I can just Dragon Pulse the Rillaboom. Would be my thought process. Actually, without Electric Training, it's a bit closer. A lot of, like, trying to remember if it would. But I feel like if you're them, you want to fake out and Glacial Lance. I feel like that's their best option. So I'm going to Facade Electro Drift Calyrex. There's the fake out. Does Ursaluna live? And yes, but then we get to the issue of Wood Hammer. Kind of a big issue at Wood Hammer. We will remove the Calyrex. The problem is the Rillaboom. We'll see what we're getting with healing. We just need to Facade it. We are +1 defense, if I remember correctly. Does that equal 59, less than 59 damage in grassy terrain? I don't think so. But we'll find out. It is neutral now. Yeah, no. Sorry to all the believers, Ursaluna could not live that. Unfortunate. But really close. They won't even drop to recoil, but that's going to be GG's. 2-1 with this team I'm pretty happy with. Sneasler felt pretty good. There was a few times where I kind of got in bad positions and I had to sack it. I do think that was kind of an interesting thing with this team is sometimes you wish you had Dire Claw with into the Terra Grass with electric coverage. That's really good. But overall, I feel like it did good. Coaching has some huge value. I love coaching. I loved it when I used Scrafty and Reg I. Coaching is one of my favorite moves. It's so nice. It's really strong. I love it with Ursaluna. I do think this team is really fun. I definitely think it's really interesting. I like Ho-Oh as well, as long as it hits Sacred Fires. But overall, really fun team. I'd suggest using it if you want to try it out. But overall, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe to the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.